Hello, hello. I think I almost forgot how to do this. See if anybody comes in. It's been quite a bit of time. Where are my nails? Quite a bit of time. Wow, there's already 6 people. Hey, Cheyenne. Good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon. Good evening. Whatever the frick it is. How you doing? My desk is a complete effing mess from doing my nails the other day. There's literally nail polish everywhere. Hi. Hey, Purple Rain. Hey, girl. I was just thinking about you. I was just thinking about you. How you doing? You better text me. Um, bonjour. Bonjour. How is everybody? I feel like it's been so long since I've done this. I got a little bit of time, not too much, but I figured I'd pop on and say hello. I've been away for a little bit. I was in the big house. No, I'm just kidding. Actually, uh, quite exciting. I went to Quebec. Random, right? Like, who goes there? It is fucking freezing there. It is, oh my God. It is another level of fucking cold. Really, really fucking cold there. Freezing. You're talking like 9 degrees, during the day. Snowstorms just nonstop. Just, oh my God, it's cold there. It is fucking cold. Like, you can't walk outside without your jacket, your hat, your gloves, snow boots, and the snow is like totally different there than it is here. It's like this powdery, white, really cold snow. I don't know how to explain it. When it snows here, it's usually it's usually like a wet snow, but there it's like this dry, powdery, wispy snow. It's so much different. And it feels like fucking needles, like when it's going into your face. We went on this tube ride thing. Oh my God. While it was like in the middle of a snowstorm, they got over 2 feet of snow while we were there. So, but the hotel we stayed in was beautiful. It's the most famous hotel in the world. It's called the Chateau something Frontenac or something. And it was absolutely gorgeous, but it's like a 5 star like hotel. Like, I felt like fucking I was at Home Alone. I felt like the kid from Home Alone, like Kevin McAllister. I was like, it was really, really nice hotel, but it's like too much, like, I don't know. I'm kind of like, I'd rather stay at like a smaller hotel where you could just, get in your car and drive away when you want to. Like, this place, you had to valet your car. They took your car. It took like 40 minutes to get your car in the morning. And you couldn't like call ahead and be like, could you go get my car? Like, you had to go downstairs and then sit there and wait. And they have this like whole waiting area with people just sitting there. There was, it was a really nice hotel. The hotel is gorgeous. It was built in like the early shit. I don't even know, maybe 1800s. It was really cool. It's a gorgeous hotel. It looks like a castle. But it was just a lot. Like, we don't usually stay in hotels like that. We usually stay at like Marriott Courtyard. Like, we don't stay at hotels where there's room service and like those little fucking things in the room, the little mini bars, like with the alcohol and shit. Meanwhile, nowadays, I haven't been in a room like this for years. So nowadays, like, you touch one of those things and there's a guy knocking at your door. He's like, do you need a refill? You're like, what? Like, how'd you know I touched it? Because there's like sensors on it. So yeah, it was pretty interesting. It was a fun trip, but it was a cold trip, and it was a long trip. So, it was cool though. First time to Canada. So it's so crazy because, like, once you cross over the border, you're just like, it's like you're in obviously you are in another country, but I'm just saying it's like you're in a different world. All of a sudden, all the signs are in French. where we crossed, because that part of Canada is French Canadian. So like everything's in French, the menus, the fucking signs, the street signs, the store names, when you go to check out like at the store, the card readers, in French. And weirdly enough, even though it's in French and I don't know any French except for like bonjour and like a few other words, I was able, like, you're able to still tell what's what. And at the hotel, most people spoke English, both English and French. But then once you kind of leave the little city of Quebec and you start like going on the outskirts, like you go to the gas station, they don't speak any English. So like, I mean, a lot of some people do, but most of them speak only French. So you're like trying to like, I was trying to refill my vape because dude, it was just too cold to go outside and smoke. So I filled my vape and I would vape like in the room or whatever. But I go in the fucking the store, and they didn't even know what I was saying. So it was hard. That part of it was hard, but it was a nice, trip. It was definitely something. Yeah, Chateau La Frontenac. It was definitely something like I've never experienced before because I've never really been to like a place that's like much colder than where I live on a vacation. So that was pretty cool. Montreal is totally different from the small towns of Quebec. They know zero English. Yeah, like in the town of Quebec, it's all, everybody speaks French, but they also, there's a lot of people that speak English. So you go into like the little restaurants and stores, and it was pretty cool. They had this carnival thing that was going on. A fucking carnival outside, dude. There was a fucking full ass carnival going on outside. I was like, well, these people embrace the winter. Like here, we're like, oh no, it's too cold. We can't do anything outside. But like they fully fucking embrace the winter. They had like this, it was really cool. They had this whole like thing set up of all these like ice carvings, and we went to this really cool place. I can't remember the name of it one day, and we went to this snow park, and dude, it was so cool. It was so fucking cool. They have this thing, right, where it takes, so it was so weird. It was like in the summer, I guess it's a water park, but during the winter, it's a snow park, and there's like a hotel on the property and everything. So it's really fucking weird because I've never been like skiing or snowboarding or tubing or any of that shit in my life. So it was, definitely a different experience for me. Like when my family used to go on vacations, we went to the warmer weather. We never went to the colder weather. So I'm not like really a snowbird or a snow bunny, whatever the fuck they call it. So I go, anyway, it's pretty cool though. You jump on like a tube, and it's like on this like pulley system, and it pulls you up the mountain, right? And then you get up and you fucking, it like dumps you off at the top. And it was really funny because like we were there for quite a while, and it was like in the middle of a storm, but like nobody gives a shit. Nobody cares that there's a storm. Like they're so quick with like removing the snow, and like, I mean, there was one day though that we stopped at the first day we were there. We stopped in this town called Drummond something. I don't know. I forget the name of it. And so we still had another 3 hour drive to Quebec the next morning. So, dude, we drove in like a blizzard. It was so scary, like whiteout snow. You couldn't even see like 10 feet in front of you. It was terrifying. Hey, Nana, is it Drummondville? I think that might be the name. So anyway, we're at this snow park, right? So it was in the middle of a storm, so it was pretty crazy, It was like snowing and shit, but it was so cool. And as long as you're dressed, it's so weird because as long as you're dressed right, like you're not that cold. Like I had snow pants on and my jacket. I had like layered, a couple of sweatshirts, gloves, hat. My hood was up, and I felt fine. My snow boots. I had my my Sorel boots, and I mean, I felt all right. I wasn't like frozen, even though it was so fucking cold out. And you're like on these, big giant slides, and I don't know, it didn't feel that cold, but, it was pretty fucking cool. Oh, you have to walk up. See, like I never did that. It's pretty cool though. But as the night was going on and it was getting colder and colder and it started getting dark, the tubes on this like pulley system that pulls you up the mountain fucking was like getting real slippery. So like Oh my God, it was so funny. We were like falling off of it. Like, me and my husband are trying to like land on these tubes because you have to sit on it while the thing's moving. And it's like this slippery tire tube thing. So we like fucking fall off of it. I felt like I did like fucking, 100 sit-ups the next day. I woke up, I was like, why does my stomach hurt so bad? I'm like, holy shit. But it was so fun. That was definitely like a new experience for me. I never did anything like that. So that was cool. And then what else did we do? I'm trying to think. That was oh, I went on a what is it, a toboggan slide? I did that. They had that at the hotel. And then we went to the festival. Oh, we went in this cool ice hotel. I was so mad because it was in the same place as the tubing place. And I get to the fucking ice hotel, and this place was so fucking cool. I wish I could show you pictures, but I don't have any because my phone was dead. I was so mad. I'm like, my phone's dead. My son left his phone in the car, and my phone was dead. And I was like, God damn it. I'm like, I left my, I wish I had my phone right now because this place was so cool. It was like you walked in and it was completely made out of ice. Like every part of this hotel was made out of ice, from the tables and chairs in the restaurant to the bar to everything they had. I don't know if it was really like a hotel per se, like you'd sleep there, but it was like part of a hotel outside. So you go in there and there's like a bar, there's a restaurant you could eat in, and then there's just all these like random rooms that you could just walk around, and they had all these crazy ice sculptures that were like fucking like a Viking boat made out of fucking ice. It was so cool. But unfortunately, my fucking camera was dead. I mean, my phone was dead. It died. I'm like filming. It was me, my husband, and then we went for my son's hockey. So we were with our friend from my son's team, and I'm like just about to film us going down the mountain in the tube. My phone dies. I'm like, you son of a bitch. I was so mad. But yeah, it was a good time. It was just really, really fucking cold, and my phone did not work. Like it was so weird. It's so weird. You cross over into like, I don't know if it was my phone's what do you call it? Like my internet plan or something like that. But like I could not get on the fucking internet. It was so, what? It was frustrating, but it was also like kind of a little like I almost didn't care. It was like I almost like had to just put my phone in my pocket for the week and was like whatever, like I really couldn't go on my phone because the first like hour I think I was in Canada, it was working, and then I don't know, I got some text message from my phone company, which is T-Mobile, and it's like you used however many gigabytes, and then after that I just like I would go on like try to go on like Amazon, let's just say, and it would fucking just take forever for the page to load up. So I just kind of gave up after a while. I mean, I was able to like connect to Wi-Fi here and there, but even with the Wi-Fi, it was like very spotty. But I didn't even like have time because we were with a whole bunch of other people. It was like everybody pretty much that we knew from hockey for the last, however many years that my son was playing hockey was at this fucking tournament. It was a huge tournament. It's like one of the biggest, tournaments for only my son's age group right now. In Quebec. So it was, I mean, there was just, I saw faces of people that I haven't seen in years. It was crazy. It was cool though, because there were so many people there that we knew. So we had like a really good time hanging out, talking to people and everything like that. So it was like, you kind of didn't even care to like be looking at your phone so much, but it did suck. Cause like there was like times that I wanted to like find a restaurant or something and I can't fucking look on my phone because I have no fucking internet connection. It was so annoying. Usually people use WhatsApp when they go to Canada. Like, no, texts and everything were working. Like, if I texted somebody or if I made a phone call, it was fine. It was just the internet, like, was so slow. Then I think after we were there for about like 4 or 5 days, I realized that I could go in my phone settings and I could turn off 5G. And when I did that, I went on like LTE network, and that kind of worked. I was able to get on some web pages. It was really weird. Like certain web pages just wouldn't load up. I tried going like even in my Discord, and like it would just blink. Like I would just see blinking. Then I got in it finally one time and it just said read only, like it wouldn't let me type. I felt like it was like I went back to like the 90s or the early 2000s when I had like my old flip phone and I tried to get on the internet and like nothing would ever fucking load up. Like that's what it felt like. It was so weird. But at the same time, I was kind of like, I didn't even care because I was like having so much fun. You know what I'm saying? Like I didn't even fucking care to look at my phone or anything because I was like, it was almost like I went back in time and was like enjoying life. Like, oh shit, this is what life was before the fucking internet while you're sitting there, staring at your fucking phone all the time. It was kind of nice. I power off on to make sure. Oh, is that what I had to do? I have no idea, dude. Like I was just like whatever. I just kind of gave up and was like, I'll talk to people when I see them. I mean when I have internet. But as soon as we crossed back over, the border like into New York, it was like my internet started working perfectly. It was like the weirdest thing. I was like, "Oh shit, internet." I was like, "What the fuck?" It was so weird cuz my son's phone and my husband's phone were working fine. But they have Verizon. I've been with T-Mobile since I've had a cell phone and I like refused to switch. Well, it was Sprint at the time and they have Verizon. So, my son's phone was like a little like here and there it wasn't working, but my husband's phone seemed to be working the best. I don't know. I also have an old phone. I don't know if it has anything to do with like how old my phone is, but it was like it kind of sucked because I was like at first I was like sending people pictures and then I was just like I give up. I can't even get on fucking Discord and everything. So, whatever. That happened when we went to the beaches here. We had a cabin with no internet and they had a payphone. Dude, I saw payphones there. I was like, holy shit, payphones. I was like, I haven't seen those in ages. But let me see if I can find some pictures. I'll show you guys some pictures of the hotel and shit. It was pretty cool. Uh, Hold on. I got some good ones. Just of like the surrounding area. Hold on a second. Let's see. But it was I'll show you guys what it looked like when we were driving that day. That was fucking crazy. Hold on, maybe I should do it like this. Let's do it like this. But yeah, Quebec's I mean it's a beautiful city and things are weird though in Canada, man. I was one of the weird things was that well every restaurant you go to, okay, they give you a paper straw, which is not so different from here, right? We have paper straws. Some restaurants, though, still have plastic straws, and some of them even have like those. I guess like Starbucks here, they have like these. They're not plastic, but they're like this biodegradable. I don't know what the fuck they're made out of material. But every fucking place you went there gave you a paper straw. The other weird thing was if you ate out at a restaurant, uh, and you wanted a knife and fork, they gave you wooden knives and forks. It was so fucking weird. I was like, what the fuck is this thing? It reminded me of like those those like things you get when you get those little ices at the supermarket and it comes with the little wooden spoon. That's what it reminded me of. I was like, what the fuck is this? I'm like, oh my god, it was so weird. But hold on a second. I'm just trying to find some pictures here. Some cool pictures to share with you guys. Oh, I got pictures of the carnival. I didn't even realize it. Um, but yeah, it was pretty fucking cool. What the fuck? How did I select all these pictures? Oh, did I get the toboggan? Oh, I got the hotel at night. That's pretty cool. I'm not gonna put these on because my son's friends are in them. Um, oh, I got the ice bar. That was next to the hotel. Let's see. It was really cool though. I mean, it was definitely a once in a lifetime experience. I don't think I'll go back there in the near future, but it was fucking cool. It was definitely a cool trip. Definitely not like anything I've ever experienced before in my life. All right, we have to go through. But yeah, it was fun. We never got wood utensils. You don't the knives don't even work. Hold on. Did you try putting your roaming on? Mine's always on. It can mess with your phone because it's not our service. Hey Andy Cruz. I have my I had my roaming on always, and it still wasn't helping really. My family has to go to Quebec on our way to our little cabin. Really, dude, river's crazy. I mean, it's like this huge river that whatever the name is. Yeah, right. I should have brought my burner phone. Um, it was really cool. Everybody was so friendly, and that was like one of the things I was like, not that I was expecting people to be rude or anything, but they were like super, like everywhere you went, everybody was so nice and so friendly. And I was like, oh my God, I'm like, if I lived in this like weather, I would be fucking, I would be miserable. Like, it's so fucking cold here. Cause it's like, you almost feel like, I don't know, you almost feel like you're in like this cold prison. Like, cause it's so cold there. You can't just like casually walk outside. Like there was a couple of times I had to go walk out to my car, and to get to the car you had to go outside. Well, I at first I thought you had to, and then I realized there was a way to get to the, garage without having to go outside. But the first couple of days we were there, I thought we had to walk outside to get into the hotel. So I would like, oh my God, it's like you have to bundle up, because it's literally like 9 degrees there. So you're not going to be walking out in, just like a sweatshirt or something. Like you need to have your jacket. I had like a floor length jacket on, which I bought years ago, and I love that jacket. It's like the warmest jacket I've ever owned in my life. But I mean, I had that. I had my snow boots on. It's like you can't just like run outside. Like here, yeah, it's cold, but like if I need to go run and get something, from my car, or like even like I don't wear jackets here because it doesn't get that cold in the winter where I feel like I need a jacket. Like a nice I'll have like a hoodie on, and sometimes I just wear like a vest, or like you know, like a one of these like Sherpa type jackets, but not like a, you know what I'm saying? Like you don't need a coat. You don't need to wear like a winter coat here, really. I mean, it gets cold here, don't get me wrong, but like, during the day it's in like the 40s, 30s maybe. And to me, that's not like that cold. There, it's like fucking nine. You're in the single digits during the day. During the day. And then with the wind chill and everything, it is fucking freezing. So it's like, I don't know, it kind of just almost feels like everything is just like a hassle. And it's crazy because when you drive around the city, like, people are jogging, and I'm like, oh my God, how are you jogging right now? It's so fucking cold out. But I guess like I don't know, maybe their bodies are just used to it. I don't know what it is, but I'm not. I don't know if I could ever get used to that type of fucking cold. That is like on a different level of cold. And I know there's parts of like the US that are cold like that. Why can't I find my pictures? Hold on a second. The fuck? Airdrop. I just saw them go through. Hold on. I'm trying to see where my pictures went. Desktop. Nope. Downloads. They should be on here. Oh, wait. I changed this. That's why. Hold on a second. Uh, fuck. What did I do? All right. I think I need to do this. No. What the fuck? Where are my pictures? Wait, is this it? No. Is it? Hold on a second. I'm trying to find my pictures here. Dude, how did I fuck this up? Or is it under downloads? Oh, all right. Hold on a second. Now I see what I did. All right. Sorry, I'm just trying to look for my pictures that I just sent to myself. Oh my God, I finally figured out how to do this. No, going the wrong way. I don't know where my pictures are. Oh, there they are. Okay. Okay. All right. Let me open these for you guys. They're nothing exciting. I just took some like scenic pictures. I brought my camera with me, but I still haven't downloaded my pictures yet. But it was so fun. We only went in the summer, or we'd have to use, oops, sorry, I missed the rest of your comment. This thing. When we went in the summer, we'd have to use snow skis. My whole state is super friendly. I just like couldn't believe how friendly everybody was. Like it was pretty cool. All right, let's see. Let's see. What do we got here? All right, hopefully my pictures load up. I'm just waiting for this to like, why do I see some of these like 3 times the same picture? That's so weird. Nothing super exciting, but just some scenery, basically. All right, hold on a second. There we go. Dude, the building was super cool though, this hotel. It's all right, Nana. It's all good. It's all good. It's like South Dakota. Sometimes we have to dig ourselves out. Oh my God, I could never live like that. That is way. I thought it was cold here. No, this shit is cold. This was just in the hotel. Like I love the brick. I don't know. Thought it was cool looking, so I took this picture of this is just like kind of near the main entrance when you're walking out. Hey, one of their light bulbs is out. All right. This was on the way home. I don't know why the fuck I took a picture of like a random mountain. It was so crazy driving home that day because like everything was like you're going from just like snow and then like finally you're like hit Westchester, New York, and it's like there's no snow on the ground. I'm like, holy shit, grass, you know? Here, this is what we were walking in pretty much every night. And then back here is the hotel. This is like the top of the hotel, basically. There's like 600 and something rooms, but like this was what we were walking in every night, like to go to dinner and everything. Cause we would have to go, you know, my son would have like a game and then we would take the car out. It would take you 40 minutes to get the car. Then you would have to drive back to the hotel. And then, you know, it was when the carnival thing was going on, the street was backed up all the way like to here. It was crazy. So you had to wait like 40 minutes just to get to the hotel so that they could park your car. Like there was no parking. You had to valet your car. You had no choice. So once the car was like in, it was like, I'm not fucking driving anywhere again. Cause then, you know what I'm saying? Like you have to, it was just such a hassle with your car. So we walked to dinner every night. So we tried to pick, it was like me, oh, sorry. It was me, my, you know, my husband, obviously my son, and then a couple of his friends that they all made this team. And so we were, you know, we all had to walk to dinner together and it was a really, cold walk, but it was, I mean, it wasn't bad, you know, like one night I ate dinner in my ski pants because it was so cold out that night. I was like, I'm sorry, I'm not going outside without my fucking ski pants on. And that's how people are walking around the town. They're in full ski gear. There's no skiing, but they're in full ski gear. They're wearing the goggles, you know, the face coverings, like the hats, the gloves, the mask, the whole 9 yards. So, that's how everybody's kind of walking around. So it's like you don't give a real shit how you look. You just care about being warm. That's really what it comes down to. Okay, I ask you to leave over you to sit. I was small, so I take mine everywhere. Yeah, we leave him. He's in a boarding place when we go away. And he's gonna have to go because I'm going away again. So in a few days, so he's gonna be in puppy prison again. This was just outside of the restaurant. I'm sorry, the hotel. Like next door, they had this cool little fondue place, and this was a bar that they had set up. I'm not really sure what they were doing back there. I didn't even ask. I think they were like serving some type of alcohol. It looks like, but it's pretty fucking cool. I mean, this whole fucking thing is made out of ice. And the guy was telling us how they bring this in and like they take the big chunks of ice, right? It comes in blocks. The guy piles the blocks on and it's all made from distilled waters. And that's how they get it like clear. So there's no bubbles. And sit down. Thank you for the super chat. How are you? Long time no see. Your new videos are really funny. Yeah, so, all right. So this was the hotel. This was from the back side of the hotel. Yeah, kind of like the back. I don't know. I really don't know where the front of the fucking hotel was. I gotta be honest with you. I don't know where it was. Oh, you know what else was really weird? The whole town was still decorated for Christmas. Like there was wreaths and you could kind of see in this picture right here. You see the bows and like the garland. Like they must just leave it up all winter. Maybe it's just too cold to go outside and take the Christmas stuff down. I don't know, but like everywhere outside was still decorated for Christmas. It was crazy. This whole roof on here is made out of copper. And then like which is, think about how much money that is. Yeah, exactly, Nana. It looks like a castle, right? There's a whole history if you go and read about the hotel, and it was really cool because even inside the hotel down this hallway, actually, they had like artifacts like broken dishes that were found from like back in the day. There's like a whole story behind this hotel. I don't know the whole history of it, so I'm not gonna like sit here and pretend I do. But there was cannonballs. It had to do something with the military, I assume. A lot of the shit that was like there, it was kind of written in French, so it was hard to like, understand. But the little town is just beautiful. It's really weird though, because like right around this hotel is like the central focus of the whole town. It's actually the most photographed hotel in the world, supposedly. But around this hotel, there's all little shops, a lot of like little art places, and it was really cool. But yeah, I don't know. It was just cool. I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, but as you get further away, it's like you're driving by these more modern buildings that are like empty. Like there's no. It's so weird. This was when we were walking down the street to go to dinner one night. We kind of ended up in this carnival thing, carnival as they called it, right? And going to Quebec for Christmas is on my bucket list. Garden girl, you better dress warm, girl. Don't forget your gloves. You cannot live in this climate or go there without having gloves. Thank God I packed my gloves because I almost forgot, and then I burned a hole in one of my gloves. I was so mad. But anyway, and make sure they're waterproof too. Mine weren't, but I still was warm. I had like this fleece pair of Columbia gloves. I'm so mad. They were like brand new. I had them in my drawer here for years because I haven't needed to wear gloves for like the longest time, and I freaking burnt them like a dumbass. But anyway, these are all like snow sculptures. I don't know if you can really see, but there's like a bunny right here. There's, I guess, like a little tree. This looks like a turtle of some type. And then all these other little things are all little ice sculptures. There's a bar. There's a big owl right here. I don't know what this thing is. It looks like a little booth of some sort, but it was pretty fucking cool, man. And everything is like lit up. This city is really beautiful. I mean, it looks like you're in like this little, European town. It's really cool. What is this? Oh, why did I take a picture of this? I don't even know what this is. Oh, this is the carnival. I guess this is all the people that sponsor it. I don't even know. The carnival. You see this little snowman guy everywhere. And I don't know what that says. Something demercy. I don't know. I have no idea. Look at this. They had fucking rides. Rides. Now people come from all over to go to this carnival. It wasn't that big, which I was kind of like surprised, and it wasn't all that packed. So I don't know. I'm shocked that people come, but they do. They come all over. That's what the guy in the hotel was telling us. Oh, dude, the snow is ridiculous. Now they don't plow the roads like we do. They do have the snow plows, but what they do is they actually take the snow and they like remove it from the town. So like every once in a while you'll see it in like the middle of like a small street, you might see like a giant mountain of snow, but like here they basically just, what the fuck is this? Oh, hold on a second. Not now. What is enable dictation? Why is this happening? Hold on a second. My computer's bugging out. They kind of just like move the snow here and push it into like piles and just leave the piles there. And like sometimes, if we get a lot of snow, you'll see like mountains of snow in like parking lots for like months. But there, they actually like take the snow somewhere. I don't know if they like melt it or something, but you see them like dumping it into these like giant trucks and then hauling it away. So, it's pretty weird. I don't know. This was just some statue that was outside of the hotel. So here's the back side of the hotel. So this is on like during the summer. This is like a boardwalk, I think. You can't see it now because it's covered in snow. The snow is so fun to walk on. It was so like crunchy. I don't know. It was like not like, I don't know. The snow here, it gets a little crunchy, but this snow is like totally different. Even when you were driving, oh my God, there was one day we were driving and my car was like shaking. My husband's like, oh my God, what the fuck is happening? I'm like, I don't know. We're all like bugging out in the car. Like, why is the car shaking so bad? We never experienced this here at home. There was so much snow built up in like the tires in the rim that it like threw the whole like car off balance. So my husband had to get out. We had to like clean all the wheel wells out and everything. I thought my car was like falling apart. But when you're driving, it's so weird. Like the back, for some reason, like the whole back of like whatever car or truck it is just completely covered in snow. It like sticks to the back. I've never seen that happen here before. I mean, I've seen it like stick to the back, obviously, but like most people clean their cars off, and then once you start driving, it's clean. There, it's like while you're driving, the snow, like, I don't know, for some reason kicks up and accumulates on the back of your car. And it's kind of scary because when you're driving, you really can't see the car in front of you because there's like this like 4 inch layer of snow just on the whole back of the car. You can't see the license plates. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't look for like, in some cases, you can't even see the lights because they're just completely covered by snow. So it was like when it was snowing bad, it was so scary. Oh my God. This is this little thing again. This is inside the hotel. There's a little guy there. Where the fuck was this? Oh, this was kind of in the lobby, I guess. This was just another view down the street. I don't know. I just picked random pictures. Why did I pick that picture? Look at this was I think this was driving up to the hotel. This was the day we got there. Um how cute is this little cup of coffee? I don't know if you can tell how small it is, but it's pretty tiny. This is one of the bridges going into Quebec. So like this is when you're crossing over into the city. I don't know. I don't know if this one's like a railroad or something, maybe a train. I don't know why I just took a picture. And then this is the bridge going into Quebec. And this is like how you're driving the whole time. Like you're like hoping to just see pavement. It's like crazy. This was while we were driving, like you can't even see, but there's like a huge truck right here in this white blur, but you can't see it. It was so bad, dude. That's like, I took a picture, I sent it to my friend. I'm like, current situation, I'm shitting my pants right now. It was scary. It was a 2 hour drive in that, kind of storm. I was like, dude, I just want to make it home alive. That's all I care about. Hold on a second. I'm going the wrong way. Oh shit, is that it? I think that's it. Oh, I thought I sent more pictures. Well, sorry, those weren't the most exciting pictures, but most of the pictures have my son and his friends in it, so, because there's fucking weirdos on here, I'm not going to be sharing those, but, yeah, anyway, that was most of the trip. It was pretty fun. It's definitely an experience like no other. So, snow packing around the tires. Yeah, it was cool. It was fun. We had a great time, and but after like 5 or so days of being there and just being freezing all the time, it's like you're freezing outside, and then when you're inside, you're dying of heat because like all the buildings are so hot. Plus, you're layered up because you had to take a 5 minute walk to the restaurant. So I was having like hot flashes at the restaurant. I was like, oh my God, I'm dying. I'm like sitting there dripping sweat. Oh my God. It was fun though. We had a really good time, met a lot of cool people, you know, had fun, had a good time. Definitely a different experience. I'm not used to staying in, high-end hotels like that. The bathroom was fucking awesome though in this place. They had one of those like rain showers. It was like a stand-up stall and it was just so nice. Oh my God. And especially like after you're freezing your ass off all day, it was so nice to just go back and like take a nice hot shower in this like big rainfall thing. The rooms were surprisingly small though, because the tournament was basically renting out the whole hotel. I mean, there was other people staying there. There was very limited rooms, so we had like a kind of small room and then a rollout bed. So that wasn't the best because we were like really crowded in this small room. But one of our friends, he had a room and then like access to like this private lounge upstairs. Like it's just weird the way the hotel's set up. Oh, I forgot to put the picture of the pool. There's a really nice pool on the sixth floor. I think it was the sixth floor. I'm like, that's a weird place for a pool. Like, usually the pool's on the ground floor. No, this is like on the sixth floor. It was so weird. Really pretty, though. Everything's just very, old looking. And I don't know what you call that style, but Victorian. I don't know. I don't know what you call it, but it's really pretty. And it was hard to eat there though because I did not understand all the things on the menus, and they had a lot of duck on the menus, which no thanks. A lot of there was seafood, We went to like three different Italian restaurants, but it wasn't like your typical Italian restaurant that, I'm used to, where there's like ravioli and all that kind of stuff. So that was a little hard. Um, I just like played it safe because like I am not good with food when I'm traveling. Like I have a nervous stomach when I'm traveling, so I always try to eat very lightly, like not eat anything crazy. So yeah, so it was a little hard to order some of the food. Yeah, we were in Quebec City. Uh, but it was really, I mean, everywhere we ate, the food was good. I can't say that there was one place that we went to that the food was bad. I mean, every restaurant we went to, the food was pretty good and the prices were great. Like everything's so much cheaper there because even like there was a Starbucks in the hotel and like it was so much cheaper than it is here. So, but you're doing everything in like Canadian money, so you're like, you don't have no real idea how much you're fucking paying for everything. You just know that it's cheaper. Uh, I study bite my gloves at 6. I like fingerless glove mittens. That's usually what I have, Seymour, but I didn't bring them with me. But in that cold, you need full gloves on, dude, because it is fucking cold. But anyway, yeah, it was the food was good. It was just hard to read the menus. And then poutine is like the fucking meal of Quebec. I don't know if it's all of Canada, but everywhere you go, that shit's on the menu. And basically what that is french fries with like this gravy sauce on them and then like cheese curds. They're like I don't know, it's kind of like I think it's cheddar cheese curds though. It's not like cheddar cheese like we're used to. I'm not a big fan. Chateauesque style. Is that what they call it? It was like not melted cheese. I don't know. I wasn't a really big fan of it. I was like, I could take it or leave it. Like the gravy wasn't not like the American gravy that we're used to eating with turkey that's like thicker and like I guess like a more brown, opaque consistency. This is like a kind of brown clear gravy. It's weird. I don't know, it just wasn't it didn't really have that much of a flavor. I tried it at a couple of different places and I was just like, I don't know. I could do without this. It wasn't like my favorite thing. I don't like gravy on my fries anyway, but that gravy, it just didn't like I don't know, it just didn't have a flavor, I guess. There was this one place we went to though, it was like in the arena, the hockey arena, and oh my god, they had the best fucking fries. Not just the best fries, but the dipping sauce. I don't know what it was, but it was so fucking good. I was like thinking about, when you eat something and you're like, oh my god, that was so good. I was thinking about these fries for like the next like week. I was like, oh dude, these fries are so good. I want to go get those fries again. You could do different versions of it with shredded cheese instead of real gravy. Really? I didn't see any. Well, then again, I probably did. I just didn't know because you know what the real weird thing is? Like, you go into their McDonald's. This was so funny because when we left, the morning we left, we like stopped at a McDonald's on the way out. I got pancakes, and I don't even think they serve pancakes here at McDonald's. I don't know. But their McDonald's has like it has like the ketchup out, with the little cups and everything. We crossed the border and we got into New York and we're like, we stop at McDonald's again because my son wanted to eat and he didn't eat in the morning because he was sleeping. So, what do you call it? So we stop again in America and now you have to ask for the ketchup. They're like holding it hostage behind the counter. It's so weird. It's like every fast food place, not fast food, but like, well, yeah, I guess if you went to like a fast food place or like a, eat out kind of takeout place or whatever, the ketchup was out. Like it was out in this, so you could get your own ketchup. It was like in one of those pump things with the little cups. I guess for like those packets, it seems like they're really trying to be conscious of the environment in Canada, or at least in Quebec, right? They're trying to not Well, no, because it was pretty much all through Canada. I mean, while we were driving, even in the other place we went to, this A&W, I think it was called, like the cream soda. They have like a little restaurant, and even that they had the ketchup out, and you could pump it into like the thing and get your own ketchup, which they don't have here. You know, you have to ask for packets. It's so fucking annoying. So, my sister-in-law is from England and she likes gravy on her fries. When you go to the diner here, they always ask if you want gravy with your fries, and I'm like, no thanks. I'm like, no, ketchup, please. But yeah, so it's like it's just kind of funny how like they're definitely more conscious of the environment. They're more environmentally conscious, it seems, you know, at least in that part of Canada. I don't know if it's like that all throughout Canada. And if anybody in here is from Canada, maybe you could tell me. But you know, it was really funny. We crossed over the border going there, and the border patrol agent's like, oh, he's like, you know, what are you going to Canada for? He's like looking at our passports, just making sure, you know, everybody's everybody. I didn't know this, but like a week before we left, the group that we were going with was like, you know, you gotta, if you're going as a parent by yourself, you had to go get like a letter, I think notarized or something, that like you are allowed to take your kid with you out of the country without the other parent. So I didn't even know that was a thing. But anyway, so we're driving through. So the guy's like, you know, he's like, oh, this, what brings you guys here? So we're like, hockey, you know. So, you know, we might be making, this is our first time, but we might be coming back in the future. We don't know. And he's like, oh no, he's like, this will be your last trip here. He's like, we're building a wall. I was like, oh shit, dude. Because, like, they're not happy with us right now. Everybody was very nice to us, knowing that we were obviously American, but they were not. Canada as a whole is not very happy with America right now because, you know, Trump and his tariffs and all these crazy things that he's saying about, you know, making Canada a 51st state and all this other bullshit. So, yeah, so they are not too happy with us. When we went over the border, they were like, the guy was like, basically like, fuck you guys. I was like, not my fault. I didn't vote that guy in, so don't look at me. But yeah, so that was interesting. Very interesting. But I didn't feel like anybody was treating us any differently. Honestly, like when you watch the news or you watch some of these like political channels, they're, you know, making it like, oh, Canadians hate Americans, you know, and they're boycotting our goods, and you know they're not coming over here, they're not traveling, which there was nobody, I both ways, I didn't see anybody from there crossing the border into America. But I mean, I don't know how we can't have a good relationship with Canada. Like there was a Walmart in Quebec, there was a Home Depot in Quebec, there was all American goods. You know, they have the same candy as us. They have everything's the same except, you know, some of it's in French, but like all the same candy. Some of it might be like they had Twizzlers. I love Twizzler pull-and peels. They don't have those there, but they had something like it there. Like it's made by the same company, but it's Twizzler, but it's a little different, you know. But like even like Kit Kats, and the packaging is a little different, but it's all American goods, you know. Hershey, you know, all even drinks. They had White Claws at the gas station. I mean, I'm pretty sure those are made in America. I'm not 100% sure where White Claws made, but they had a lot of drinks. We could not find fucking High Noons anywhere, which sucked. They had no High Noons anywhere. I guess they just haven't made their way to Canada yet. Like I did try this one good drink, which was, I didn't think I would like it, but it was everywhere is basically beer. If you drink, it's beer or like mixed drinks or wine. So, you know, if you're like not into those things, which I'm not really, it's hard to find, you know, alternatives to that, especially at restaurants. Like here, I feel like you go to a restaurant, more and more restaurants are starting to carry like the seltzer drinks that are lighter and not as, you know, much alcohol in them. What was this stuff called? It was called, hold on, I'm trying to see it. I took a picture of it. Seventh Heaven Dry Gin. And then I can't read the rest because it's in French, but it was, now I don't like gin. I never drink that, but it looked good. So I figured I would try it because I was not drinking beer. My stomach was like, nope, sorry. But they had what do you call it? Yeah, some of the ingredients are different in things. Um, when I post in liberal chats on YouTube, the Canadians are very supportive of us and want Trump out too. Yeah, Luna, that's what I've noticed when I read comments. But anyway, so yeah, it was pretty interesting. I mean, it was a pretty good drink. It tasted like a strawberry, almost like a strawberry daiquiri. It was actually pretty good. So yeah. So there was definitely like different things there, but you know, a lot of the same. You know, it's like a lot of the American companies. I saw Burger King, I saw McDonald's, Starbucks isn't. Well, is Starbucks really American? Is it? Yeah, it is. You know what I'm saying? So they have a lot of the same stuff we have. A little different. Yeah, fuck Trump is right. Supportive of the USA. But yeah, they've been very supportive. I mean, I feel like, I feel like I didn't feel any type of, hatred from anybody in Canada when we were there, so it was cool. Cultural difference in Quebec from other areas in Canada. Yeah, it's very different, obviously. Yeah, Starbucks is Seattle, Washington. You were always welcome in Canada. I mean, they were super friendly to us, and they obviously were from America. I mean, our accents and whatnot. So it was pretty cool, though. It's like everywhere you go, though, even you like walking in a hotel, it's like bonjour, 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 and just everybody was so friendly. It was really cool. So, and I'm home, and now I'm gonna be leaving again in a few days. My suitcase is never going to be unpacked, but this is it. This is it for a while. I shouldn't have to travel again until April, I think. March, April, I don't know. I feel like I haven't been home. Canadians don't want a bad relationship. No, we shouldn't want a bad relationship with them either. You know? I mean, they've been friendly, good neighbors to us all these years. Why would we, not want to keep that relationship open? So, my only problem with Canada is Looney Toonies. Oh, like Corey, crazy fucking Corey. She's like an anomaly. I feel like everybody there was so nice. Beauty and the Beast. Oh, what do you mean, the hotel? One thing that was different, I was trying to find the vape refill, and the lady didn't understand me. Theirs is so much better for this views thing. It's like, I don't know, it's different, but it's so much better than the ones they sell here. It's like, I don't know what, the mouthpiece is different. Something about it's different, and it's way better than the shitty ones that you got here. It's just so weird. Oh, that's the other thing. When you go into gas stations, they don't have like cigarettes behind the counter. They're literally like locked up and like hidden. So like you have to ask if they have them. They're not out on display like they are here. So like they're in like these lock boxes. It's so fucking weird. Cause I walked in the gas station. I'm like, where would you even buy cigarettes if you smoke? Like, what the fuck is going on? So I had to ask, and sure enough, they have them. There's no advertisements anywhere, and there's no like display. Like they're not out. So like, if you want any of that shit, I guess you have to ask behind the counter. I mean, at least in the gas stations that I was in, I didn't see them out. They were just hidden, completely hidden. It was like weird because I'm so used to walking in gas stations, and like most gas stations, the whole like back counter is like smoking products, tobacco products of some sort, whether it's vape or, cigarettes or whatever. Like when you go there, there's like nothing behind the counter except these like plain lock boxes, like these, it almost looks like file cabinet like things. That's where the cigarettes and shit are. Fucking weird. It was weird. But definitely like a different world. I felt like, even though it was only like a 9-hour trip, I think I felt like I was in a totally, like I felt like I really left, America, even though I'm still technically in North America. But I'm just saying, like, I felt like I left the continent, like I was gone. It was like a whole new world. So it was pretty cool. I worked in the Costco smoke shop before and after the change it made it hard to find them. Ella, are you from Canada? And they're all the same color now. Hey CK. How you doing, girl? They must know that not all Americans voted for that dipshit. My family in Germany knows they're very empathetic and kind-hearted Americans. Yeah, I mean, I was gonna make a shirt that just said, "Look, I didn't vote for that fucking asshole, but I didn't. I'm joking, but how'd my son's team do? Not so good. We played a lot of games, but there was only really 2 games in the tournament, and there was teams from everywhere. There was teams from Hungary. There was teams from, I think there was a team from Japan. So we knew we weren't winning this tournament. I mean, it was a crapshoot. You had a team of kids from, my son was one of 3 kids, no, I'm sorry, 4 kids from his team that were on this team. And there was kids from all different teams, ranging from Massachusetts, Rhode Island, Jersey. So there was kids from all over, and it was kind of the way that the guy was coaching. It was a little chaotic. Like, he was switching the lines up constantly. So it was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, none of the kids got really used to playing with each other. And hockey is definitely a sport where I feel like you need to have like that chemistry with your teammates. It's important. And I felt like it just wasn't there because there just wasn't time. I mean, they had a bunch of practices prior to this, thing happening. This was like a long process of him trying out for this team and making this team and whatever. And it was a really long process, but it was, I don't think they were together enough to like get that chemistry that you need. The team that ended up winning the whole thing is this team that wins everything. They're like the top team in the United States. And it's a team that the kids have been playing together for years and years and years and years, and it's just, it shows in their, they're the number 1 team. I mean, they're ranked number 1. So, so they did good, they won games. We won one tournament game and lost the second one. So once you lost the second one, you were out. But by that point in time, we were kind of like, oh my God, could we just like go home? Like we were kind of secretly like hoping they would lose so we could go home. Because we were there for like, the thing was so drawn out and stretched out. We were there for like a week, 7 days at least. And then if he would have won, I would have just gotten home Monday. So it was kind of nice because we got home way before we should have. So, he did good. My son did good in the tournament. It was just kind of chaotic because it was, so many different people, new kids, and it was just kind of crazy. But it was like, we kind of knew that going into it. So we weren't going into it like, oh, we're going to win this tournament. Like, we went into it like, we're just going there to have this like experience of, you're playing in this huge arena and, versus all the best kids around, you're in the top level of competition from kids from all over the world, like it's a once in a lifetime experience. They only do this for this age group when you're this age, and then like that's it. You're never gonna really go to anything like that again. So it's kind of like it's a once in a lifetime experience for the kids, and it was really cool. They had all these pins that the kids trade, and they had such a good time, the kids, So it was fun for them, So it was more than just like playing the hockey games, There was so much more to it than just playing hockey. Like normally when we go on these trips, we're like playing hockey, you have a couple games a day, and then you're kind of like, you're just like moving constantly. Like this was more like you played a game and then, you could go out and do other things and other activities. So they went skating through the woods, the kids, so it was really fun for the kids. They went on these like trails through the woods. We didn't go that morning. So, we stayed behind because it was freezing, but I wish I did go. That was the one thing I wish I did that I didn't do. She recovered well. I think she caught it before it got bad. Oh, what happened? So they canceled her, but she is starting her own YouTube show. Who is that? Oh, by the way, I got a couple more minutes, but I watched the Gabby Petito thing on Netflix yesterday. Nana, there you are. I shipped your order out today, so it's on its way to you. So I was watching it while I was doing your order the other day, And oh my God, just made me so sad. I definitely suggest watching it because there was, I hate sometimes when they do these documentaries about, these cases and then you watch it and you're like, ugh, I knew all this shit already. You know, there was definitely new information in this one. I don't know if you guys want me to like talk about it, but there was definitely like stuff that I didn't know, I think very important stuff that was added in this story, in this documentary that I didn't know before that really put things into perspective for me at least. I don't know if everybody else feels the same way, but oh my God, I was so sad watching it though, because first of all, she was just such a cute, like sweet girl. And I mean, I was like, oh my God, she was so young. She was born in 1999. So she was born the year I graduated high school. So I'm like, that girl only got to live, right? The amount of years since I've graduated high school till now. That's so sad. And she was such a sweet, kind, pretty girl. And this fucking loser she was with, because that's exactly what he was, is a fucking loser. I don't know how he even landed her, because he did not deserve her. But they showed a lot of footage from their videos, not like a tremendous amount, but like a decent amount of footage from their videos that she was making, the vlogging that they were doing for this YouTube channel. And it was so awkward. You could see you could just feel the tension between them. You see him rolling his eyes, making faces, like he's like annoyed. And it was just so sad. It was so sad. And you just feel like you just want to jump into the screen and save her. Like you're watching it, you're just like, oh, I just wish I could, like it's gonna happen. You know what the outcome of this is gonna be. And I don't know. And then, put it back into like the perspective where you see, she's missing and they're showing the text messages between her and her mom and friends who are trying to reach out to her, and they're showing all the text messages. And that really made you feel like what her parents were feeling. And then his parents just basically shutting the door in their faces. Like the mom texted his mom, a few times. And then all of a sudden her text went green and she was blocked. She blocked her. She's looking for her fucking daughter. So, I mean, look, I don't agree with what those parents did. Unfortunately, they were, within their rights legally to not have to speak. But how do you do that? Just morally, how do you fucking... You have this girl. It's like, dude, the girl is living at your fucking house. She was a part of your family, I think for like a year or so, right? At that point in time. And like, how do you do that? How the fuck do you do that to somebody's family? How? Ooh, getting a call, somebody loves me. Ooh, getting a call, so yeah, the family sued them, but I'm not sure like what the outcome of that was. But yeah, definitely check it out if you didn't watch it. It's so sad. Ugh, so sad. So, and then today, I started watching, but I was kind of busy, so I wasn't paying that good of attention. But they had a series on there. I saw Zero Filter Jules actually suggesting it or saying that she was watching it. And I was like, oh, I'll check that out. It's about that, do you guys remember that inmate and the woman, and she was like a CO, and she helped him escape? Yeah, they were guilty as fuck. I don't, obviously they didn't murder her, right? But they definitely knew what he did. They definitely knew something. And that's just sick that I don't know. I don't know if I could, I feel like if my son did something like that, God forbid, one day, I don't think I would be able to just shut people out and not, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'd turn him in. I just don't think that I would be able to, or have the heart to fucking be like, oh, sorry, I'm not talking to you, or to just ignore somebody who's looking for their fucking child. I mean, if you're a parent, you should understand what it's like and have empathy for, like, if my son went missing, how would you feel? The parents are assholes. And then for him to end up just killing himself anyway in the end, like, and it oddly seems like they knew he was gonna do that. I don't know. The whole story is just so tragic and so sad and just terrible. And especially when you realize like she had a chance to get away from him and was away from him, separated from him, and then kept going back. And that's like the thing about abusive relationships, you know? It's like, especially when you're that young and you don't know, because what experience do you really have in life? She's alone, she's in this van, and she had a plan to leave him, which I didn't know. So, sorry, spoiler alert. I probably shouldn't say that, but um she she had contacted an ex-boyfriend right a few days before this all happened. Well, like in the weeks before, basically telling him that she was looking to leave him. I don't know if she was looking to be with this guy, but she was basically confiding. Like she had a whole phone conversation with him and everything. And then, she had texted him saying that she was like trying to come up with a plan to get away from him during this trip. And to me, I wonder if that was the catalyst. Like, that's like, did he see her phone? Did he catch her texting him? And is that what set off this whole thing? You know? Because that part of the story was never known. I never knew that until I watched this thing, you know? So I think she had acknowledged at some point that, something's wrong here and I got to get out of this situation, but she didn't know how to. And she was trying to come up with a plan, and that just makes it even more sad because she was trying to come up with a plan. But the problem is she, reached out to an ex-boyfriend, and I don't know, maybe he saw that text and, or took her phone at some point in time, or, you know what I'm saying? Nobody really knows for sure. And so, maybe that was what happened, and that's why things went down the way they did. I don't know. I had no idea, though, that was even, part of the story. So, oh my God, just terrible. I saw myself and her when they were stopped at Moab. Yeah, me too, girl. I remember being, that age and in a volatile relationship with somebody and feeling helpless, because you're like, you don't know what to do at that age. You're just so young. And the other thing I didn't know, this whole time they were saying that they were like fiance, engaged or whatever. He never got her a ring. He told some bullshit story that supposedly he asked her to marry him and a butterfly landed on her ring finger. I'm like, okay, dude. Like, really? Not a butterfly, a dragonfly. Like, he proposed and he didn't have the ring, but a dragonfly, like, just flew out of the sky and landed on her ring finger at that very moment. Like, all right. That's his story. So, who knows? Terribly, terribly fucking sad. That's all I know. Terribly fucking sad. I love my son, but nope, that burn after reading a letter from his mom. Yeah, that was fucking weird, dude. I don't care when that was written. If it was written before the murder, after the murder, it's fucking weird, dude. Fucking weird. Fucking weird. I love my son too, but come on, lady. Why would you even write something like that to your kid? What a fucking strange thing to write, At all. Even if this didn't happen, that's just a fucking weird thing to say, period. I don't know. Mommy Dearest vibes there, little Norman Bates kind of Mommy Dearest shit. I don't know. Vibes with that one. Very sad story, though. It's just, such a young girl who I felt like had so much to like offer the world and so much potential. And I feel like if she was, you could just tell she was uncomfortable. Like she had this dream to do this van life thing, and vlog. And you could just tell that like with him there, she was so uncomfortable in these videos, like trying to be herself, but not fully being able to actually be herself. Yeah, it's on Netflix. I didn't know there was a letter. What did it entail? The mom's letter? Oh, it was sick. It was like, I'll bury bodies with you. And I don't know. It's a little sorts of crazy shit. You have to watch the thing. I forget the exact, uh, Gabby's mom said Roberta was jealous of her. Yeah, like she changed the address or something. Very odd. Very odd. There was definitely some tension there or something going on with the mom and her. Fucking weird shit, dude. Like, I get it. It's probably very hard, and I'm sure I'll have to go through it one day. You know, you have to, your son's gonna date, and you're gonna have to hope that a woman's gonna take care of him the way you would. But, like, you have to let go. It's part of life. Yeah, the mom wrote some weird shit. Yeah, if you go to prison, I'll sneak a knife and a cake. It was some like really weird shit that just like, why would you even write that in general? Like, why? Fucking weird. Very weird. Very sad story. So that's about it. And as far as YouTube's going, I have no fucking idea what's going on YouTube, honestly. Like, I haven't watched anything. I'm kind of lost. I got a little caught up with some people in Discord over the last couple of days, but I don't know. I don't know. I wasn't really paying that close attention. Anytime I was watching, I was listening to like some of the Karen Reed trial things that are going on, even though I don't fully understand them. I listened to her full interview one night when I was at the hotel trying to fall asleep. I listened to that. She did the full interview on, I think she shouldn't be doing the interviews, but that's just my opinion. I mean, her attorney seems to think it's, I guess, okay for her to be doing these interviews, but in my opinion, I wouldn't fucking, you know, I wouldn't be doing the interviews. I mean, I kind of understand why they are, but, and that's probably all I watched while I was gone for the whatever 7 or 8 days I was gone. I didn't really, I didn't really have much time, and I didn't have internet service to really watch fucking YouTube, so kind of lost. It's pretty much Sebastian Rogers in court cases. Yeah, I no thank you. I watched a case from a politician that beat his wife for 8 hours and killed her. Oh my god. I went to lunch with another woman. He was from Kazakhstan. Jeez, that's fucking terrible. I could hear Betty on the documentary. Oh yeah, she was in it. She was in it. Yep. You're right. She was in it. You didn't see her, but you heard her voice. Yeah, what would make you think to write that shit? I mean, there's other ways you could tell your son that you have his back no matter what. Like, the way she wrote that shit is fucking crazy. Peggy Travis, suggestion. You should do a closet tour or show off some of your favorite makeup. You did some of that a few weeks ago and it was great. Oh, well, thank you. I mean, I don't have the most exciting closet, but I definitely have some makeup stuff and stuff to show. Sure. I'll do that. I'm just popping in to say hello. Hello, hello. And JLR with the sister. Yeah, that's right. They showed that little part of the them, talking to the sister. MGL didn't make it. She's probably crying. Fucking she didn't make the documentary. Oh my god. Yeah, so all I know is I saw Laura launched her new website today that she worked 250 strenuous hours on, which equals like 10 days. It's like, oh, all right, you worked on it. But it's the same shit, different toilet, Laura. You polished the same fucking turd again. Same problems. All I know is that she's going to be busy because each item that she has on there at least 5 of each sold in the last 18 hours. So, I mean, holy shit, Laura, you got a lot of fucking work to do. I mean, if you go under any one of those fucking things, it says that 5 sold in the last 18 hours. So, like, she must just be making a killing, you know? Oh my god. It's the same thing. She basically just took fucking AI, labels and put them on candles that probably aren't hers. That's basically, yeah, new beginnings for the 900th time. I mean, does the labels look a little better? I guess, but it's like, dude, it's just all AI. She spent 250 hours making fucking AI pictures. Oh my god, bro. Did you get the lawsuit letters in the mail yet? No, not yet. Not yet. I'm waiting. I mean, shit. Go look at her website. Every fucking item sold at least 6 to 7 fucking, of each in the last, less than 24 hours. She's making a killing right now. Making a fucking killing, right? So, it's like, girl, what the fuck? I don't know why she puts that thing on there. Because, dude, no. There's no. Prove that you sold 5 of each of those fucking items in the last 24 hours when you didn't even launch the website yet. How the fuck are all these things selling? Like, you have that much traffic on your website? Girl, come on. If you did, you wouldn't be redesigning it 14 million times a year, okay? I don't know how many times has she completely redone her fucking website in the last fucking year. Forget a couple of years, right? With the name changes, this, that, and the other thing. Just complete over design. Complete redesign. Yeah, the fake counter has made its way back. I love that for her. Like, and fake reviews of candles that never existed. It's great. It's all the shit you would expect. Oh my goodness. I mean, if she sold 5 of each, right? I think she has like 900 and something, no, 90, what was it, 90 something products listed. You can see when you look at the list, it says it on there. That would mean she sold over like 450 units of shit, Girl, you should have no time for anything, okay, this week. It's like, why do you have that on there? Why? Right, if she sold that many candles, she wouldn't have trouble paying her rent, would she? No. You know? If she was selling the way her website makes it like she was selling, she would have no problem. 400 things in the last, how many hours? 24 hours? I mean, come on, dude. Really? Yeah, she expects people to believe that. When she just launched the website today, right? She just introduced it today, but she already has 5 of each item sold. It just went live today, but somehow 5 of each item already sold. It's like, oh my God, dude. Oh my God. Why even have that thing on there? I guess, it's like to create. She also has a thing that says like limited stock, 5 left, hurry, order soon, like the Temu shit, when they do on Temu, where it like tells you to order. And I'm like, oh my God, dude. To create urgency, except that doesn't work when your audience base is YouTube. Well, that's what I'm saying. Like, when you're like Temu, right? And you're worldwide and there's fucking millions and millions of people buying from you, then, okay, then I get it. They do that. But like, when you have to push your candles all the time, then like, I'm sorry, there's no part of me that believes when you're like, we need lots of candle sales. We gotta push the candles this week. I gotta push them hard. There's no part of me believes that you're doing sales like that, dude. 5 of each item is, you're telling me that 5 of each fucking candle, each item that you sell on there, right, is in the last 18 hours, which is not even a whole day, right? You're saying in the last less than 24 hours, you've sold 5 or 6. Some of them say 3, some of them say whatever. So you're telling me you sold over 450 items in the last less than 24 hours? I should never hear you fucking complain about money again. I mean, then you made fucking thousands of dollars in 24 hours. Does anyone other than Yarn buy them? Jenny Hansen. I think that's the only other big customer of hers, Jenny Hansen. She had quite a few anti-sinners in there, so maybe they'll buy that. Oh, Jesus. She was just asking her subs to place more candle orders the other night. Well, then there you go. That's what I'm saying. If the sales were going like it says, then she wouldn't have to be asking people to buy them. You know what I'm saying? You wouldn't have to push them. They're pushing themselves clearly when there's 5 sold in the last 17 hours. 6 sold in the last 12 hours. It's like, really, dude? Why do you even have that on there? Everybody knows that thing's fake. She don't care. She don't care. Oh my God. My friend's granddaughter started her own business making candles and sun catchers for your windows. She's 10. I'm so confused. The website looks the same. She just took different AI candles and made different AI labels. It's literally it's literally just like she took one candle and she still hasn't figured out that she needs to put options, because if you go on, like, just click on one of the candles, and there's a lot of spelling errors on there, but if you look at just one, right, candle, and she shows it in a clear vessel and then in like a brown vessel, let's just say. But there's no choice on there to say, okay, I want the brown one or I want the clear one. So I'm like, I don't understand. Why do you do that? Why are you showing two different choices but not giving a choice? The only choice she has is Woodwick or Cottonwick, right? On most of them, I mean, I didn't look at every single item, but on most of them, the ones that I clicked on, I'm like, which candle do you get? Do you get the brown one or do you get the clear one? Because she doesn't give you a choice on any of them. Or, like, some of them, the label color changes. So on one picture, the label's white, and then on, like, another picture, the label's purple. So it's like, which candle are you getting? Are you getting the one with the purple label or the one with the white label? Because there's nowhere to choose and say, oh, I want the purple label one. It's the same candle, I guess. The label's a little different in each picture, but I'm like, it's all because, like, it's all AI. It's not real, dude. It's an illusion. And I just want to know how she's getting squeezy wax melts in hand lotion bottles. That's fucking, and how she's printing labels for those. But that's her business. I mean, she can't get labels on like a fucking round jar, glass jar. I don't know how she's gonna get them on these squeezy tube bottles to wrap around them. But good luck with that. It's all AI shit. She wasted 250 hours just doing more AI bullshit. I just need to see a video. Maybe Yarn or fucking Jenny Hansen will be kind and do one. But I need to see a video. Like, you know how people do those videos when they buy shit off of Temu? Like, what I thought I was getting and what I actually got? I need to see that. I want to see a video of, like, what you thought you were getting and then what you actually received in the mail. Because it's very confusing still to shop her website, because there's options shown in the photos, but the options aren't there for you to pick. So I guess you just get whatever fucking she feels like sending you. It's like, oh, you get the purple label, you get the white label, you get the brown vessel, you get the clear vessel. Like, it's still a fucking mess. It looks cleaner, but it's still a fucking mess in some areas. But if you give her feedback on it, you're bashing her business. And it's like, I'm not bashing it. I'm just telling you fuck you. Okay, forget Laura, forget her. I know it's all AI. It's very obvious that she didn't fucking design these things and take the pictures. I've seen other people in other groups using the same AI shit, right? It's the same thing. It fucking literally puts a fucking label on it for you. They design logos. You could do a whole entire collection of business cards and all this shit for your company just through AI, right? It's like, no need for graphic designers anymore. You can fucking just AI your shit, right? So I've seen other people doing it. So basically, all right, fine. Forget that. You AI, there's nothing wrong with using it, okay? But you better make sure your product that you're sending looks exactly like the AI that you're using. Like, you have to replicate that in reality and make it look like exactly like the AI. The problem is as a consumer, I still have the same problem that you've had for the last, I don't know, fucking year and a half or more, where you're showing pictures on a website of two different products, but you don't give the options for those two different products. So it's like, what am I actually buying? I, as a consumer, want to know that if I go on like Nike's website and I want to order a pair of white fucking, Air Force Ones, just white, I want to know that I'm definitely getting the white ones. So I want that option that I could click on the white one and know that I'm getting the white ones and not the white and black ones or the red and purple ones. I just want the plain white. She doesn't have that option. So it's like, you go on, you're like, oh, well, there's two different shown here, but I guess, she just picks whichever one I'm going to get. She still hasn't fixed that. Still haven't fucking fixed it. It's a pretty simple thing to fix, dude. Just put an option there. Brown vessel, clear vessel. You know? I don't know. I don't know why she hasn't fixed it yet. I think whoever gets one, be afraid to say anything, she'd freak out on him. Probably. Probably. Yeah. Some of those Timo unboxings are great. The wedding dress one. Oh, yeah. There's some of the clothing ones are fucking amazing. A lot of people match candles to their decor. Well, that's what I'm saying. So, like, I would want to know that if I'm ordering, you know, a clear candle, and I don't want the brown or amber colored jar because it doesn't match my room. Like, I'd want to know that I'm getting the white candle in the clear jar and not the white candle in amber jar. Like, I need to know that before I'd order it. If she would just fix these simple things, you know, it would be so much better. But the other problem is that, you know, I could see that everything's fucking AI'd. Oh, look who's calling. So so that's the other problem is like, is what you're gonna get gonna look exactly like that picture? I don't know. Or close to it, at least, you know, as close as humanly possible. I don't know. I'm so impressed with her business acumen. She's an ambitious 10-year-old who wasn't poking fun of me. No, that is pretty good for a 10-year-old. Look, these kids have resources to things that we never fucking had. Never fucking had. So, anyway, all right. Enough of that. I gotta eat something. It was lovely talking to you guys and catching back up with you guys and letting you guys know where I was. And I'm leaving again, so I'll be gone for at least another, like 5 days. I might pop back on at some point this week, but I'm leaving again in a few days. So I got packing. I got to fucking wash and repack all my clothes again. And then, you know, maybe after like 2 weeks, I'll finally be able to unpack my fucking bags and put them away for a little bit. But it was lovely talking to all you guys. Make sure you go watch that Gabby Petito thing. It was definitely worth the watch. And I will see you guys soon. Again, I'll be back sometime in the near future. All right. Have a good night, everybody.